I had a flare-up. I noticed that it was there. It just wasn't as uncomfortable as it normally is. And so I made the mistake of putting a very hard ice pack behind my back as I was driving just to be more comfortable at the time. And that was just what kind of sent it into shock. So it flared up really bad. Okay, we're back for a quick update. This is one that I really didn't expect to be inserting at this point, but I think that it's very relevant and I think it's very necessary. Last time I checked in, talked about the chronic pain and inflammation. That was really my update number 2, and was really feeling good. But then I had a flare-up. So a couple things happened. My daughter was ill. So she was sleeping with my wife in our bed, and I chose to sleep in the guest bedroom on another bed. And my back is just very sensitive to changes of that nature. And it started to flare up. I noticed that it was there. It just wasn't as uncomfortable as it normally is. And I thought, well, this is good. You know, maybe it won't go wacky on me. And so I made the mistake of putting a very hard ice pack behind my back as I was driving just to be more comfortable at the time. And that was just what kind of sent it into shock. So it flared up really bad. I was really uncomfortable. And this was midday. So I had not done a dose of the CBD since that morning. And I didn't have it with me. I was at work and I leave it at home because I just take a dose in the morning, I take a dose at night. And I thought, okay, well, let's see what's going to happen here. Should I take a dose when I get home? You know, just do a little bit more? Well, I decided to wait it out. I told myself I would take a dose today, an extra dose today, if I felt that it was necessary. Because again, when this type of thing happens, it has been lasting upwards of a week when I have a flare-up like this. And so it's just that pain and just intense discomfort for 3-5 days, maybe a little bit more. So I came home. I did my best to just kind of relax, stretch a little bit, not overdo it, and I took a dose earlier than I normally would. I took one as soon as I got home. I thought, well, if I need to, I'll take one later tonight. Maybe I'll wait. I just was going to feel it out. Within a couple of hours, I was actually able to get my back into place where it should be. I know exactly when it happened. I was able to get my stretches out and do the necessary things to get it back into place. And I was good. Now, I've been a little bit sore today. I was a little bit sore last night because just whenever I go through that strange dislocation, it's something to do with my hip and my back getting out of whack, because I can feel it all through my pelvis, my hip, my back, my buttocks, all of that. But it did go back into place rather quickly. This morning I took my CBD, and throughout the day I have just gradually gotten better and better and better. So, reason why I'm telling you this, this is reality, right? I had another flare-up. The reality is my back is still damaged goods, always will be. CBD, in my opinion, isn't going to change that. Maybe it will, but I'm not going to bet on that at this point. I'm trying to be very realistic here. And it's important that I'm realistic and honest with you about what I'm going through and what I'm feeling and what's happening. So I was initially, thinking to myself, wow, I'm really experiencing the same level of discomfort. It really isn't helping with the inflammation at this point in time. But again, that was midday, early afternoon. I hadn't taken a dose for probably 5-6 hours. So I thought, let's just see what happens when I can get a dose and see. It did really have some very, very impressive anti-inflammatory benefits, because within a couple of hours of taking that dose, after the flare-up, I was actually able to get my back in alignment, and that's really very rare. Normally, it's me having to pop a pain pill and I'm having to lie down, feet elevated. I'm just having to go through all of these rituals and things of that nature to just finally get it to relax enough for me to get it back into alignment. And the amazing thing is I didn't have to go through all that. I didn't have to pop a pain pill. I didn't take an anti-inflammatory. I didn't do anything else. Again, that's what I'm really trying to stay focused on right now, is just focusing on the CBD as my treatment and as my supplement, and not having all of these other underlying things that I've been using to date along with it. I've pretty much taken all of that stuff off the table. Now, I'll tell you a little bit more about my SSRI in the next update, but I just didn't want to resort to anything else if I didn't have to. I wanted to see if I could get through this without. I was able to in a very short period of time, something that would normally last a lot longer. So telling you this because this is something that may or may not have happened. Again, I just think it was just different things that I was doing during, where I was sleeping and things of that nature that just caused it to happen. And again, there's no rhyme or reason. It just does. I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be there. I can just tell. But the results were really, really very good. So as far as the anti-inflammatory properties, again, I'm going to tell you from experience, based on what I've been through, it worked. It worked for me, and something that would have normally been very, very painful for days was literally solved in a matter of hours, after I took that dose. So, and it was a 10 milligram dose. It was my normal dose. So I haven't taken any more per day than I normally would or should, according to the directions. And that's what I'm also trying to stick to. Again, I may have to do some experimenting if need be, but at this point in time, I haven't had to as of yet. And unless there's some need or reason to do so, I'm not going to. I'm not going to stray from what the instructions are, right, in terms of what the manufacturer is telling me to do. So that's what's going on. That's what happened. I feel great today. I feel fantastic. It's amazing. I mean, just the inflammation and everything and all of that normally lingers from a flare-up like that, it's pretty much gone. So I'm kind of back to normal within, a period of, 36 hours, 30 hours. So very positive. I'll catch you up on the next update real quick, probably tomorrow, on the anxiety and depression side. I have some good things to report there as well. So I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye. I appreciate you watching my video and hanging in there to have me talk with you a little bit further about things. If there's anything in this video that you feel would be beneficial, or any of the videos that would be beneficial to a loved one, somebody that you know, who's maybe struggling with a condition similar to mine, or maybe something else where CBD could help, please share the video, the content with them. Want you to do that as much as possible. Also, we would love for you to like the video and like us as well. That allows us to have more relevance and more prominence, which allows us to spread more awareness and more education to the world about CBD. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do that as well. That allows us to continue to keep great content coming your way, more stories, more education, more updates, more knowledge, things of that nature. Also, if you're interested in trying out the CBD Pure product that I have been utilizing, go to the description below and you'll see a link there, and we'll save you some money on your purchase of that product, and we'll continue to try and do that for you to help make that easier for you so you can keep on rocking and rolling. And then lastly, if you are considering taking CBD, or you are currently taking CBD, you have a pre-existing condition or you're on medication, please consult with your healthcare professional and have a conversation with them about utilizing CBD and integrating that into your regimen. Okay, it's very important that you do that. I'm not the one to give that advice, so it's very important that you get with the professional that's in that line of work to make sure that they're guiding you in the right direction and helping you along the way, okay? Thanks for being here. We'll see you on the next one. I'll talk to you soon.